everyone, and welcome back to another Sunday Sunshine Show. If you're new here, I'm Maria, so lovely to meet you. If you're one of my returners, thank you very much. The Sunday Sunshine Show is brought to you every Sunday, 7:30 UK time, by myself, Maria Crocker, and my two YouTube friends, Tina from Tina's Talk Time and Marie Busy Bee Marie, who lives in Las Vegas. Hence our name, the Transatlantic Housewives of YouTube. So every Sunday we bring you a different topic and we all put our own spin on it. This week's topic is a Q&A. So we've asked you guys to give us some questions and you've all been really good. So thank you very much for all your questions. We normally keep these videos really short, like 15 minutes. So I'm going to get straight into the first question. So the first question I've got is from one of my work colleagues, Frankie. And what Frankie asks is, what makes a successful relationship? I would say teamwork. It's working together, talking to each other, and being mindful of each other's feelings. We're all different and different things work for different people, but I think you need to talk in a relationship. I mean, some people need more me time than others. It's just being mindful of what each other wants and what makes each other happy, isn't it? And not keeping secrets. Be honest with each other. That's what I'd say. My husband's my best friend and has been. We've been together. How many years we've been married now? I think we got married in 1978. So 88, 98, 2008, 2018. So I think it's about 47 years, so that's a long time, isn't it? And it works for us. We're best friends, and I think that's what, works for us. But so it's different for everyone, isn't it? But I think communication is key, definitely. And mindful of what makes the other person happy. And if the other person's sad and wants to talk, you need to listen as well, don't you? So that's my first question. So thank you, Frankie. The next one is from Lizart, 40. How is your Manjaro injection going? It's going really well. So I've been taking Manjaro for 6 months now, and I've just done a video, so there's an update going up sort of in the next day or so. So if you're interested in seeing that, or you may have seen it actually before you see this video. So I'll link that in the description box for you down below. It gives you lots of information of how my journey is going. And I've lost 3 stone to date, and I just feel so much better. It's been the best thing for me. I know it's not for everyone, but it has been the best thing that's happened to me. I just feel so much fitter and younger and healthier. It's really made a difference to my life. It really has. And from the same person, what are you looking forward to the most about your upcoming holiday? Well, we're going to Zante in Greece in May, and we're lucky enough to be going again for nearly 3 weeks in August as well. So we're going with all the family in August, and we're going with Becky and Leo in May, the half-term week in May. And my husband and I and all the family, we absolutely love Greece. We've been there for many, many years, been to several different islands, and we found one that just has everything we need. So we're going back to the same place, and we absolutely love it. So what am I looking forward to most? Just everything. I love the food, I love being there with the family, I love bathing in the sea, laying and chilling on my sunbed, going to Zante towns or going to different restaurants. I just love every single aspect of it. From the minute I set foot on the island to the minute I go home, I just enjoy everything. Absolutely love Greece, and they're just so friendly. Really, really friendly and welcome. And I feel safe. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? I feel very safe there. And we've made lots of friends there over the years too. So we're going back to Zante. That was the next question she asked. Are you going back to the same place? So yes, we are. Delia. So Delia's asked, love your YouTube and look forward to your weekly posts. Do you have any crafts or hobbies you would like to do? And how many children do you have? Love, Delia. Okay, well, I have 3 children and I am blessed with 5 grandchildren. Hobbies, I would say YouTube is my hobby. It really is. Up until now, when I was younger, I used to do some knitting, but I've never really had any hobbies. So I started YouTube just after lockdown, I suppose. So it must be coming up for 3 years, I suppose. and that's my hobby. I absolutely love it. Sue7621, did you finish the tapestry? I was lucky enough to be gifted this lovely tapestry set, and to be honest, Sue, I donated it. I gave it to one of my viewers. She offered me help and sort of, assist me sort of with doing the tapestry, and to be honest, I just didn't have time, and I think it was a bit too complicated for me to start off with, so I gave it to this lovely lady. I can't remember her name, and last I heard she was getting on really well with it, so it went to a good home. Carla, when do you think you will retire from your day job? I don't know, to be honest. I've got no plans at the moment, no plans to retire. I've reduced my hours earlier this year to, well, last year, to 3 days a week. So that suits me fine. So I've got 3 days in the office, and then I've got 4 days at home to do my YouTube and whatever else I want to do. So at the moment, I've got happy work-life balance. So I'm really happy where everything is. So no plans at the moment. I'm 65 this year. I don't get my state pension till 66 and a half, so I've got a bit of time yet, and once I'm still enjoying it and I love the people I work with, I'm still going to carry on. Shan Towers, if you could invite 4 famous historic people to dinner apart from family, who would you invite and why? Oh, that's quite a hard one, isn't it? I think I would invite Christopher Columbus. I'd like to hear his stories. I don't know who else. It'd be getting the combination right, wouldn't it, if they're going to be all sat around the dinner table. I like Emily Pankhurst, what she did for women's rights. So I think I'd invite Emily Pankhurst. Who else? Who else would I invite? Oh, Winston Churchill would be interesting, wouldn't he? There's so many different people, so I'd have to think about it long and hard to get the right combination, around the table for a dinner time meal. When I first looked at this question, I thought, oh God, that is hard. And then it got me thinking, say I was having a celebrity dinner and I could invite any celebrities, who would I invite? And I thought I would invite Rusty Lee. I don't know if you know Rusty Lee. She's a Jamaican lady. She does lots of Jamaican cooking, and she's so bubbly. She laughs all the time. So I'd have Rusty Lee in the kitchen doing the cooking. One of my guests would be Lorraine. So I would have Lorraine. Who else did I think of? As a singer, I'd probably have Tom Jones. I think that would be a laugh, wouldn't it? We could all have a sing-song and a little boogie. And then there was one other person. Who else did I think of? I was thinking about these the other night in bed. So I'd sort of think about the combination. I'd have Rusty Lee doing the cooking, Tom Jones doing a bit of singing, so we can have a little dance and, just enjoy. Or the other person I thought of actually was Michael Barrymore. I do like Michael Barrymore. He's got his own YouTube now. I don't know if you've seen it. Him and his dog Lara. That's quite interesting watch. So yeah, that got me thinking. So thank you, Sean. Julie Smith 6880. You often talk about programmes or films you have watched and enjoyed, but do you have any other hobbies or pastimes you enjoy doing? I think I've covered that one earlier, haven't I? So just my YouTube really, and going out. I do like eating out at nice restaurants. I do like to go out for nice food and drink. So I suppose that's a hobby as well, isn't it, really? And Greece, that's a hobby. I love going away on my holidays, so that's another sort of hobby, isn't it? Next question is from Bronwyn. So you have a close-knit family, but you never mention meeting up with other people away from the family. So yeah, I've got lots of friends. I really do. I've got a good friend in Highworth called Karen that we went to school with, and we see each other about once a year. We'd like to see each other more, but it's the time, isn't it? As you know, I spend a lot of time with family. I work 3 days and I've got my YouTube, and I just can't fit it all in, unfortunately. We do have 2 elderly friends, Sandra and Doreen, that we meet sort of probably once or twice a year. We meet up for a meal or coffee. And there's just not enough hours in the day. So I think when I do eventually retire, I can catch up with all the friends that I don't see as often as I'd like to, I must admit. So not very often. I have got lots of friends, but to be honest, I don't see them as much as I'd like to. Because as you know, my time, I don't have a minute to myself sometimes. I really don't. But that's how I like it. Eva, EVR77, what was your favourite part of vlogging, having a YouTube channel? I think it's the interaction with you guys. I love the comments, hearing back from you. And it's just nice. I can't believe how many of you watch my channel. Me, what do you want to watch me for? You know, and it's lovely. It really is. And it makes it worthwhile. I love the responses I get from you. You know, if there's something you don't like, you tell me, and I appreciate that. And yeah, it's just nice. We've got a nice community on my channel, and most of my comments are really nice. You get the odd one, which is, you know, expected if you put yourself out there, isn't it? But on the whole, 95% of my, well, more than that, I'd say 99% of the comments I get are all really lovely, and I do really appreciate them, and that's what keeps my channel going and keeps me enjoying doing it. Julie UK 25, what's your plans when you stop Manjaro, or will you? As I say, I've got a video. I think it's probably, yeah, it's if you haven't seen it, if it hasn't gone up Saturday, it'll probably go up Monday. So that's an update on how things are going this month. So I'm on month 6, so that's going to be an interesting one. But honestly, it's going really well. As I say, I wouldn't be 3 Stone Lighter without it. Fran Walker, how hard was downsizing when you moved to your park home? It was easy, it was simple. It all happened really quick, within 3 weeks. We always thought that we would downsize at some point, and then as it happened, we just by chance saw this park home, fell in love with it. We loved the outlook on the back onto the open field, the wildlife, and it was only a stone's throw from where we lived before. And when they said they could do a part exchange on our house, and you know, it all happened within 3 weeks. So we sold everything we didn't need because it came sort of furnished. Okay, so we sold everything sort of within 3 weeks from our home that we couldn't take with us, and you know, had a good sort out, got rid of everything, and then we moved in. So it was all super quick and like a whirlwind, but it couldn't have gone any better. And when I look back at my old house now, it just doesn't look the same, especially because of new neighbours. I've got a giant hippie bus on the drive next door. So well, I'm just so glad I moved when I did, because I wouldn't have liked looking at that out my window every day. It's pink, it's just like a big hippie bus, and it's massive, and it's on their drive. So I'd been staring at that every day. So I just think, well, we moved at the right time, definitely. The next one is, I'm so sorry I'm whizzing through these. They've got so many to get through. As I say, we like to try and keep it to 15 minutes, and I'm on 15 minutes already. So I'm going to get a few more in though, because you've all been so good sending me these questions. Mrs. R.S. Journal, you are doing well with your weight loss. Have you found the health issues you previously mentioned have improved? So again, I'm going to cover that in my Manjaro video, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, take a look at that one. There has been a new development, let's put it that way. Lizard 40, how is your Manjaro going? Yeah, I think I've covered that one. I think I put some of these down twice. Okay. Eva every 77, what's been the biggest surprise or unexpected outcome of your YouTube channel? Just to do as well as it's doing, you know, it's unbelievable to think, you know, there's so many of you enjoying my channel and watching it, and I bumped into a few of you out and about, and you know, you've been so lovely, and you say you really enjoy my channel, and it really makes it worthwhile. I still can't believe, I have to pinch myself sometimes to think that there's people out there want to watch me, you know, babbling on and blundering through everything and that. But yeah, I enjoy doing it, and as I say, it looks like some of you enjoy watching it too, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. There's another one about weight loss, but I'm going to cover that one, as I say, in my Manjaro update. Okay, who was the next one? Nikki Rudkin, do you earn a lot of money from doing YouTube? yeah, so that's a hard one. Once you get monetized, once you reach a certain number of watched hours and subscribers, you get monetized. When I started, it was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours. And then you get monetized and you get paid for the adverts on your video. It's only pennies. You get paid pennies for every advert that's played. Obviously, the more watched hours, the more money you earn. But when you think of the actual time you put into recording the videos, you know, if you do trial calls, you've got to go and buy the clothing. Yeah, perhaps you take some of it back because you obviously can't afford to keep all of it, and you wouldn't have space in your wardrobe. You know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours. So when you actually divide the hours that you put in for what you got paid, you can earn a lot of money. You really can, you know, if you put your mind to it and that. But for me, you know, I do get paid from it, and I'm quite lucky I get a reasonable amount, and it makes it worthwhile. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it, you know, because sometimes you're out buying things and you know what I'm like, I go out and buy some clothes, do a clothing haul, and I only take half of it back. So that costs me money as well. So yeah, but yeah, I absolutely love it. And yes, you can make money from it as well. And you get, you know, you get gifted things to show on your channel, and I only show things that I think you'll be interested in, that I'm interested in, that, you know, I always give my own opinion on something, and I think most of us do, because you wouldn't watch my channel again if I tried to sort of, you know, say to you something was brilliant and it wasn't, would you? So it's just not worth it. So we all give an honest opinion on, you know, what we're showing. And I know me and the other two transatlantic housewives do, and it's just the only way to be, isn't it? So the next question, let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so the next question is from Nikki, another work colleague. What have you done to impress an 8-year-old? And how are you going to impress an 80-year-old? To start with, I thought, well, that's quite a hard one. How would I impress an 8-year-old? And I thought, well, I've done it. My grandchildren, 2 of them are 9 and the other 3 are younger. And I've impressed them big time. They love it, nannies on YouTube. They absolutely do. So I think they're really impressed that I've got my own YouTube channel. So I've already impressed an 8-year-old. How are you going to impress an 80-year-old? Now that would be a bit different, wouldn't it? I think sometimes by just being well-mannered, saying thank you and please, impresses an older person. If you give up your seat, let them, you know, offer the seat on the bus, that's quite impressive as well, isn't it? But I think if somebody was on their own and they were struggling sort of with technology, if you could help them just send the odd text message, do FaceTime so they could keep in touch with their family, I think that would be quite impressive, wouldn't it, for them? So that's from Nikki at work, thank you. Nick at work has asked, if you could do anything and it was guaranteed to succeed, what would it be? I thought long and hard about this one. I think I'd like to have been a property developer. I could buy my first property. My husband's very good at DIY, used to be an electrician by trade, and I think I would be a property developer, and I could sort of do all the planning, he could do all the hard work, and we could sell it on, make some money and buy the next one. So yeah, I think I'd like to be a property developer. And I think I've got one more, and I'm going to end it here, and this is from Leanne, again a work colleague. So thank you, Leanne. If you were given an opportunity that young girls have these days, what would it be? What would you love to have done? To be honest, I wouldn't change a thing. In my day at school, everybody was sort of taught to go through typing, you know, admin, that was the way to go, and that's what I did. So yeah, I wouldn't change. I'm not a career person, I'm more of a family person, so I wouldn't have changed anything. You know, if I could have my time again, I'm really happy with my life, how it's turned out. And as I say, family is the be all and end all to me. That's all I wanted, and I was lucky to have such a lovely family. So yeah, I'm not career minded at all. So yeah, I've got no big ambitions career wise. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. My grandchildren have just come in from school. I tried to fit it in. So, hi Rocco, hi. And Leah's just coming in. Becky's picked them up from school. So we're on 22 minutes now. So I've gone over time. But I've enjoyed doing this Q&A. Thank you very much for your questions.
And subscribe to Maria Crocker.
Yeah, thank you, Rocco. See, they absolutely love it. They're always promoting my channel, bless them. So please go over now, take a look at the other Housewives channels. So Tina from Tina's Talk Time and Marie Bisbee Marie. And they've got completely different questions to what I have. And thank you again. I really do appreciate the questions you've given to me. Thank you. And hopefully I've answered them all for you. Apologise if I've missed anyone out. I'm not very good looking through messages, and so yeah, if I've missed anyone out, it hasn't been intentional. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Getting lost this time now.